Welcome to Free Falling Through Canvas Apps. In our last episode I discussed adding some functionality to our Easy Opportunities Management app to allow the users of that app to open up the opportunity record in Dynamics 365. That's what we're going to do in this episode. Before we do that, I made a decision to keep the app nice and light. We don't need the detail screen. We're just going to use the edit screen because all the information is on there anyway. So before we delete the detail screen, let's group the functionality that we created in our last app together into a group, paste it onto the edit screen, and then move anything else over that we need. Let's go.
As I said previously, I don't think the Easy Opportunities Management app needs both a detail screen and an edit screen. I think the edit screen will be sufficient because all the information's on there already. And by removing the need to click the edit icon, we're saving the sales users go through another screen transition. Before we delete the detail screen, let's just select all the components that make up our prompt and response dialog. And we click on the ellipse and group them together. Give the group a relevant name. And then we can copy all of them together, that whole group, and paste it onto the edit screen. And we'll also do the same with our trash can icon. Don't forget our invisible property. Now that all the components that we need are copied over to our edit screen, we can just delete the detail screen. And there's one more change to make, and that's the on select of our gallery items. And we just need to make sure that that's transitioning over to the edit screen as opposed to the detail screen. So still got an error here. Let's just check where that is. One of the properties of our trash can icon is referencing a control which was on our detail screen. So we'll just change that to one of the controls on our edit screen. Just preview that and check that it still works. Yeah. Now I want to make a toolbar at the bottom of the screen. And to do that, I'm going to copy the rectangle that makes up the header toolbar and paste it. And just drag it to the bottom of the screen. I'm going to move my trash can down there, and notice that the trash can appears behind that new control, the new rectangle. In order to move that forward, I need to right click it, click reorder, and then click bring to front. And that kind of expands on what we learned in our last episode, and that we can have our Canvas app made up of different layers of controls. We want our users to click on an icon on the toolbar and open up Dynamics 365. So the first thing we'll do is add our icon. I want my icon to be the Dynamics 365 app icon. To do that, we need to add an image. So if we click View, Media, and Browse, and upload an image, I've already got one that I got off the internet. So that's it now in our app media. Now to insert that, click the Insert tab, click Media, Image. We have this square inserted, and the image property of that square is sample image, and we just need to change that to the name of our image that we've got as an asset in the app. And now we just need to resize it and fit it into the toolbar at the bottom. That'll do. To open Dynamics 365, we're going to use the launch function. And the launch function takes a parameter of either the address of the web page or the ID of an app to launch. And the app has to be another Power App for now. So the first thing to do is get the URL that we want to launch. And we can get that by opening up our model-driven app, navigating to a record, and clicking the email a link button in the command bar. So if we copy and paste this into Notepad, and what I like to do is I like to break it down into sections. That gives us our record ID and our app ID. In this case, I want to open the Sales Hub app, and we also have the base URL, the URL of our Dynamics 365 environment. Now, unfortunately, I couldn't find a way to get the base URL or the app ID dynamically using our Canvas app. It would be good if there was a function to get the connector info or something similar. But until that function is available, as I didn't want to hard code the information as text in our Canvas app, I created an entity called custom configs, and I added two records to that entity, one called base URL and one called app ID. So it's not perfect, but at least then we can package the custom config entity and our data into a releasable package. And then there'll be minimal configuration when we're moving it between environments. So let's flick back to our Canvas app now. And we need to add our new data source. And we'll add our EOM configs entity as a data source. Next, we'll add two context variables to the onVisible property of our edit screen. The first one we'll call base URL, and we'll use the lookup function to find the information from our common data service. And we discussed the lookup function in previous episodes. And we'll just do the same for the app ID. Now we change the onSelect property of our image to contain the launch function. And we can use those two variables along with the value of our selected opportunity ID to construct the URL which will be used in the launch function. Now let's see how that functions by previewing our app.
In creating this video, I learned that you can group controls together. I also learned that you can bring controls forwards and backwards within the canvas. I then went on to demonstrate that you can add an image, and on the onSelect property, use the launch function to launch an opportunity record within our Dynamics 365 for Sales app. In the next episode, we're going to add some more functionality to our edit screen. Until then, blue skies.